begin this afternoon with breaking news. Former Chicago Alderman Edward Burke will reportedly be released from prison today, possibly already back on his way to Chicago.
That, at least according to the Chicago Tribune, Burke will be headed for a halfway house to continue his corruption sentence. Political reporter Paris Schutz is live with the latest at City Hall and what we know. Paris.
Yeah, Sylvia and Brian, the Tribune is citing sources that say Burke is on his way out of prison in downstate Thompson, Illinois, to a halfway house in the Chicago area. Burke was sentenced last year to 2 years in federal prison for his crimes, shaking down a Burger King, shaking down the developer of the old Main Post Office, among others. Now, he would get out in May of 2026 if he serves 85% of that term, which typically federal defendants are required to serve. We're not exactly sure why the Bureau of Prisons is transferring him now to a halfway house, although his age might be a factor. He's 81 years old. Remember, Burke was the dean of Chicago City Council. He served for decades as the most powerful figure on that body. He was the chairman of the Finance Committee, where he decided on every piece of legislation that passed through the city. In the process, he became very personally wealthy by signing up clients to his private property tax law firm business, and some of those schemes were outlined in these corruption convictions that we saw. And if you remember, during his sentencing, Judge Virginia Kendall sort of had mercy on him. She sentenced him to 2 years and a $2 million fine because she mentioned the outpouring of letters that she received on his behalf, talking about his character, talking about the many good deeds that he had done over the years, and that factored into a lighter sentence. Remember, Mike Madigan was just convicted and sentenced for very similar crimes. He was sentenced to 7.5 years in prison. Very different situation there. He decided to take the stand in his own defense, and that really cost him. Ed Burke did not decide to do that. We know that former Governor George Ryan served at a halfway house in the West Loop run by the Salvation Army. He was only there for hours before the Bureau of Prisons then decided, because of his advanced age and his health, to send him home to home confinement. So that might be an outcome that Ed Burke faces. Again, he's got a little under a year left on his sentence. If he serves 85%, he could serve some of that on home confinement. With the halfway house, there are looser restrictions. He can go on supervised release in the Chicago area if he wants to. He's got his wife of many years. He's got kids and grandkids. So we'll have more information for you as this develops in the afternoon. Sylvia and Brian.
All right, Paris, we'll be looking forward to more details.
Thanks for that, Paris.